Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Pioneer Days. In the game of Pioneer Days, everyone is a old-timey pioneer working your way across America, I'm assuming from east to west. As you are moving across America, you will pick up other pioneers or other people to go along with you. You will expand your wagon so you can grab more stuff, and you will come against some calamities. When calamity happens, it will happen to everyone. At the end of each week, you will be trying to fulfill one or both of these cards, which are the townships that you will come across at the end of each week, and they want stuff, so if you've got that stuff, you can give it to them and you'll get a benefit. There are 4 weeks in the game. There will be some scoring at the end of each week. So we start with a bag that has dice in it. There are 5 dice for each player plus another 5 dice. The start player will roll 1 die for each player plus 1. So if you're playing a 2-player game, they'll draw 3 dice and roll those 3. Each player in turn will then select one of those dice to action and will then remove that die to its matching coloured location on the used dice trail. Once all dice have been selected and we're down to 1, the colour of that 1 die will push forward one of the disaster track tokens. If the leftover die is black, that will push forward all 4 of the disaster tracks. When you get to the end of the 4th week, and before you visit the township for that week, you will push all disaster tracks forward 1 more and face a final disaster or final disasters, depending on where they are. It's important to understand what those disasters are before you start playing the game so you can keep track of where they are, what's going on with them, and when they're going to hit. First up is the storm. When you hit a storm, you need to pay 1 wood, that's the wood tokens, for each of the wagons that you have. These are the wagons. If you can't pay for the wood, you'll take 1 damage token. These are the damage tokens. Notice they're -2 victory points at the end of the game, and they also cover up part of your wagon, so you're not able to put stuff into that part of the wagon. The red one is a raid. On a raid, you will lose half of your silver. So if you've got 3 silver, you'll lose 1 of them down to 2. When you hit famine, which is the yellow one, you're going to need to pay silver for each cattle or cow that you have traveling with you. Otherwise the cow dies and you lose it to the discard pile. And finally, the green one, the disease line, is where you must pay 1 medicine for each of the townsfolk that are travelling with you. Now notice on the board, 1 of your townsfolk is immune from disease. So if you've got 1 townsfolk with you, you don't have to pay any medicine. If you've got 2, you'll need to pay 1 medicine. Now that we've done with the disasters, let's look at the good stuff. When you roll the dice, there is a symbol on the die. Every die has the same set of symbols. They're just different coloured dice. What that symbol means is which area you're looking at. So if I look at the pickaxe, I'm looking at this line here. And you have a choice of taking the income or the money that's listed at the top of that spot, using the actual symbol, or taking the townsfolk that is below that symbol. And that each townsfolk has writing on it to tell you what it can do. If the card has this symbol, it's an immediate use. If the card has this symbol, it's an ongoing use. Obviously, if it has both, it'll be both an immediate action plus something that's ongoing. So really quickly running through what each of the symbols mean. I'll run from the top to bottom. So this one means that you gain a medicine into your cart. This one means that you gain wood into your cart. Your cart can hold, or each spot on your cart can hold 2 medicine or 2 wood. This one means that you add a cow to what's running with you. Equip means you get to go up to the store and take 1 of the available tokens. When there's none available, that equipped one will do nothing, and that will go into your cart face up. Now, whenever you select a die that has the symbol that's matched to one of your items, you'll get the benefit of that item. So if I was to select the wood, I would get the benefit of this item, which is gain 2 silver, and then I would select to gain 5 silver, take a piece of wood, or take the pioneer under the wood. The pickaxe means that you go digging for gold. There's another bag that has gold tokens in it. When you go digging for gold, you just grab 1 of the tokens out of the bag, and the number of nuggets on it tells you how many nuggets you've got. Those nuggets are worth 1 point each at the end of the game, so if you have a token that has just the 1 nugget on it, it's obviously only worth 1 point at the end of the game. This token would be worth 3 points at the end of the game. and the gold token gets placed in your cart along with all of the other stuff. When we get to the end of the week, which is when all of the dice in the bag have been spent, we'll try to fulfill these cards. So if I fulfill this card, I will spend 1 medicine. So 1 medicine goes into the discard, and I will gain 1 favor. This is a favor. Favors are worth points at the end of the game. The other thing you're able to do is buy new wagons. You can do this at any time. This is a large wagon. It will cost 8 monies. This is a small wagon and will cost 5 monies. When you buy it, you just pay the monies and then add it to the edge of your cart so you get more space. If you look closely at the town folks card, you'll notice there's some writing on the bottom. That is a bonus at the end of the game. So if I have this card still alive, traveling with my caravan, I will get points for the wagons that I've got at the end of the game. So the current setup, there are 2 large wagons. That will be worth 2 more points if he's still traveling with me. When you get to the end of the week, you'll resolve any cards that happen to have some end of the week things on them. You'll then take a point for every cow that you have traveling with you. So these 2 cows would gain 2 points on the wagon track, and then you fulfill the requirements of each of the towns if you're able to, and take any favors. Once that's done, we reposition the board and start another week with the next player being the start player. Okay, I think that's it. I think I've covered all of the rules for Pioneer Days. I hope this helps you get Pioneer Days to the table. Go on to watch my next video to see how the game plays through. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.